Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to Slappy Crooked Grind, and the #1 technique that I learned that fully unlocked this trick for me and made it so easy and so consistent. This technique really does make Slappy Crooked Grind super easy and is going to help you guys either learn it or get a whole lot more comfortable with it. So let's get into it. So you don't have to know how to ollie into your crooked grinds already to learn how to slappy crooked grind, but it definitely will help. Once you've gotten into it, you're going to know how to hold it and grind better. But if you guys are just starting out and you're a little bit nervous to try this on a curb like this, I recommend trying it on a gutter or a manual pad the same height. But having the top on it is just going to help you feel a lot more comfortable getting into it first of all. Because when I first started learning these, it was so scary for me to try it on a curb like this because I was scared of falling over the top of it. But if you don't have a manual pad or a gutter to learn it on, then you can just try it on a curb like this. So setting up for this trick, I like to have my front foot on the nose as if I'm already in a crooked grind. So once I get into it, my front foot's exactly where I need it to be. And my back foot, I like to have over the bolts here. The majority of your weight should be on the front of your board, over the front truck. The biggest mistake people make of this, they have their weight on the back and they try and lift up into the crooked grind. That's when all types of problems happen. You start lifting up and over it and you're just gonna mess up the whole trick entirely. So having your back foot on the bolts and your front foot on the nose is gonna ensure that you're not able to lift up into it and you're gonna get into it properly. So once you got your foot placement down and you've got the majority of your weight on the front of your board, you'll be rolling up to the curb at a 45-degree angle with regular speed. You don't want to go too slow, but then you don't want to go too fast where you're going to overshoot it. Now, the #1 technique I'm going to teach you guys that's going to unlock this trick and make it super easy is once you're rolling up and about to approach it, you've got your back foot on the bolts, you've got your front foot on the nose. As you approach and meet the curb, you're going to push your toes down on your front foot and lift your heel. This might sound weird and feel weird at first, but pushing your toes down and lifting your heel up is going to allow your heel side wheel to roll up the side of the curb. So as you approach it, push your toe down, let your heel come up, let the heel side wheel roll up the curb, and then once the wheel reaches the top, you can put your heel back down and lock into that crooked grind. So that technique there is what unlocked it for me. Pushing your toe down, letting your heel side wheel roll up the curb. It works so well and it helps you slappy up into crooked grinds every single try. Once you're comfortable with that technique, this is where knowing how to crooked grind is going to help a lot, because once you've pushed your toes down, let your heel side wheel roll up and push your heel back down once your truck's locked in, you're just in a normal crooked grind from there. So if you don't know how to crooked grind already, all you need to do is keep the weight on your heel, keep your shoulders square as well. If you turn your shoulders into it, it's going to start turning to fakie or drop into a nose slide, which is fine if you want to go to fakie, but I recommend trying to keep your shoulders square so you can grind straight. And once you've reached the end of the curb or you want to pop out, all you need to do is push your front foot forward to pop it out and land flat. Or because you're so close to the ground, you can kind of push it forward and do a little kick turn, tic tac out of it. So that's basically how to do the entire slappy crooked grind. This technique applies to slappy back 50s and front 50s as well. So let me know if you want to learn those tricks and I'll do videos about them next. But let me run through some different angles of the slappy crook so you guys can see exactly how this technique works and how easy it makes this trick using that technique. So using this technique is going to help you get into slappy crooks so much easier and make them so much more consistent. Just remember to keep the majority of your weight on the front of your board. As you're meeting the curb, push your toes down and lift your heel up to allow the heel side wheel to roll up the curb into the crooked grind. That technique is going to change everything and help you get into that slappy crook so much more consistently. Keep these tips in mind when you're trying slappy crooked grinds next, and drop a comment below when you learn this trick or if this technique helps you get more consistent at it, because I want to hear how much this has helped you guys. The more you practice this trick and do this trick, obviously the more easier it's going to become and the more consistent you're going to get at it, and then you're going to be able to add different variations of these tricks like turning out to fakie, shoveling out, popping over, and a whole lot of other variations you can learn. But getting that technique down and learning how to get into the slappy crooks consistently first is going to open this trick up to all different types of possibilities. So check out the last little trick tip I did right here, teaching you guys how to board slide into hurricane. That's another trick that's going to be sick to learn on curbs like this. So check that video out and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.